Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Ginger Fox here, and welcome to reading some Decorum, Book 2, Chapter 13, Changing Tides. You learn the dark secret, but can you react in time to prevent a terrible future? I hope so, dude. I'm a bit nervous on this part. I really am, but I hope that we get this. I hope I'm not, the only one, to do this, too. I hope, Miss Parsons or somebody is, by my side. Because we were both listening, so, maybe I'll have, more people on my side to tell them to be there for me too, Book 2, Chapter 13, Changing Tides. Excuse me. After your visit to the Great Bath, you return to the Duke's townhouse and hurry straight to your rooms. You find Briar waiting. Let's fucking go. Briar, you are not going to believe what I overheard at the Great Bath. Is this something by Prince Hamlet or Miss Parsons? Even worse. No, Duke Richards. I overheard him speaking to some other nobleman. They're planning to overthrow the Prince Regent right after the wedding. But that's in 10 days. That's hardly enough time to stop a wedding, much less a plot of treason. Which is why I have to write a letter to my grandmother now. She must know what to do. I'll write that. I don't know how far Duke Richards and his cohorts will go, but I know that he cheated in a duel. He nearly killed Miss Parsons. We can't afford to take any chances. He deserves to hang for his crimes. Surely we'll see that. You sit at your desk and dip your quill into the ink. Lady Grandmother, you must come to Bath at once. Duke Richards has orchestrated a plot against the crown, and the lives of the entire royal family may be at stake. This is much bigger than the engagement. He and his allies intend to make their move soon, and we must stop them. If anyone can help me put things right, is you. With great urgency, Claire. You fold the letter and seal it with wax, then hold it out to Briar. Can you see that this gets to a messenger with haste? You wouldn't trust that to just any messenger? What if the Duke has someone watching your correspondences? Not to mention that the post is slow. By the time the letter arrives at Edgewater, it could be too late. Perhaps, but what other options do I have? Well, there's me. Briar, be serious. I am deadly serious, Claire. I know the way, and I'll ride ever faster knowing this letter holds your fate within it. That's too dangerous. You could be injured on the road, or have you forgotten those highwaymen? I haven't forgotten. But saving England, saving you, is well worth the risk if there anyone you trust more. I trust you completely. I know you can do it, though. I mean no offense, but you're not the strongest rider. I will manage. Considering the cause, I'm sure my body instincts will surface. You should leave at once to make good time to Edgewater. I know you're right, but I hate to leave you here alone with that man. At least you have other friends to look after you, and Miss Parsons. Don't bear worry for me. I must admit, the idea of seeing Mr. Woods and Mr. McCaster again does make my heart flutter. Briar flushes bright pink. Surely not. They've likely forgotten all about me. Nope. Those two are positively smitten, whether you like it or not. Smitten, sorry. I hope you're right. I promise I will return to you soon. Not so fast. Let me see you off. Briar quickly stops in her room to fetch a change of clothing, and then you both make your way outside. You help Briar fetch a mount from the Duke's stables and prepare it for the journey. I'm going to miss you terribly while you're gone, but there's no one better suited for the job. Be prepared to recall each and every detail I miss upon my return. I want to do a lot for you, but missing you on gossip, simply isn't an option. If it were, I wonder what you had done with the real Briar Dally. Well, I best be off. Just one last thing. I wouldn't dream of it. You pull her into your arms and squeeze her tight. After a moment, you release her. Briar mounts her stead and gives you one last determined glance before setting off down the cobbled street. You watch until she's faded completely from your sight. A few days after Briar's departure, you are sitting down for luncheon with Duke Richards when you notice an unsettling twinkle in his eye. Lady Claire, what a pleasure it is to share a meal with you today. The sentiment isn't mutual. Perhaps what I have to show you will make you feel differently. I have a surprise for you. Let me guess, is it? Not unless you've given me a reason to do such a thing. As though you would need one. I do not wish to argue, especially when I am attempting to give you something out of the kindness of my heart. Think of it as a wedding present. I don't want it, bitch. He produces a rolled sheet of parchment, then unfurls it to reveal. It's right on Killington Crest. This is not a fucking... This is not a surprise. The crest that will signify our union. When news of it is revealed, everyone in London will know that Killington and Edgewater are one, just as we will be. Some kind of joke? Is your intention to ruin the Edgewater crest? Are you intended to ruin Edgewater itself? Ruin? Any association with myself or Duchy Killington can only improve Edgewater's standing. You see, it includes Edgewater's ego for nobility and strength. But you replaced the various unicorn with a great ugly boar. You mean I replaced the foppish unicorn with the unrelenting Killington boar? But what of... Naturally, I included more elements from the Killington crest. Edgewater is lucky to have any association with my noble house at all. And of course I had to retain the crown for my crest, so we are formally associated with the royal line. Of course. But I have yet to reveal the best part, our house words. Furthermore, the combined Edgewater and Killington line shall bear the words Regnant Gloria Nostra, Latin for our glory reigns. Ah yes, the undeniable glory of a pig. I hope you appreciate this gift which I present to you in honor of you finally coming around on our union. Perhaps now you will offer me a gift in exchange? A kiss, maybe? Fuck you. I'm not giving you shit. He leans in towards you, puckering his lips. I can't kiss you until we are wed, which will never ever happen. I am pleased to see that you have reformed from your previously loose ways. Do, Richards, what you put together for me is so thoughtful, a kiss hardly measures up. I must go immediately and find something worthy of your extravagant gift. Without waiting for a response, you run out of the room. And soon find yourself on the bustling streets of Bath. I can't believe the nerve of that man. He thinks that was a gift. I think Countess Rita would be more thoughtful. You make your way across the bustling thoroughfare, still fumbling when you see Mrs. Sinclair approaching. Good day, sir. Whatever are you doing so near at hand to do at your doorstep? Looking for you. Mr. Harper asked me to pass along that he will be at the Grand Pump Room in 3 days' time. He leans in close and proprietary allows, his voice low. He has news of the conspiracy. Then I suppose I'll be visiting the Grand Pump Room too. If only this news came before I dispatched a letter to my grandmother. I hope she's on her way. I am certain she will be a boon to your cause, though I won't hear you underestimate your own bravery or cunning. I wish I saw myself as you see me, sir. But speaking of the Duke and his plot, you wouldn't happen to know of a good place to acquire a horrible gift for him, would you? Why ever would you want to give him a gift, horrible or otherwise? You quickly explained Duke Richard's own gift, and Mr. Sinclair's eyes widened. He gave me such a thoughtful wedding gift. I figured I'd repay the favor. I just need something as horrible as him. Each time I think he can't get more awful, he manages to surprise me. I know the feeling all too well. I'm afraid I won't be of much assistance in that matter. Shopping isn't exactly my area of expertise. However, if you're looking to get away from the Duke for the afternoon, I might propose an alternative. What else did you have in mind? A walk in the park, perhaps a swim in the River Avon. Why do I sense a mischievous twinkle in your eye? Nonsense, I've never twinkled in my life. And there's always a chance that you could happen upon something perfectly terrible to give the Duke. I can certainly use the time away from him. My carriage is but a short walk away, and it would be my pleasure to accompany you. What do you say? It's a tempting offer, but I think I'm due for an afternoon of total self-determination. I can't begrudge you there. Of all the men in the world, I would expect you to understand best. Sinclair's lips quirked with the suggestion of a smile. I suppose that's fair. I wish you the best on your solitary adventure. I'll have some of the best company in the world. How could I not enjoy myself? You waved merrily at Mr. Sinclair before turning around to begin your bath. You amble through the bustling streets, gazing in store windows for what feels like hours. There's just nothing gruesome enough in this whole bloody town. Eventually, you abandon your search as the sun drops behind the townhouse, and day fades to night. Well, I figured something out. I'll figure something out. You finally return to the Duke's townhouse, drawing in a long breath before pulling open the door. I guess I'll have to improvise. You reluctantly make your way inside, and find Richards waiting for you. Oh, Richards, you're so here. How very observant of you, my dear fiancé. So, did you find a suitable gift for me while you were out all day? No. I knew. I was a fool to think any material object could capture the intensity of my feeling towards you. It was a hopeless venture all along.